Hello and welcome again to GIGSANDGUITARS.com. Today we're going to be talking about fret leveling and dressing. Got a good example on the bench. It's got just a little bit of grooving. The guitar's been played a lot, all that. We're going to take you in here and show you a close-up. You can see just a little bit, not a lot. A little bit of grooving, especially on those first few. So that's the before. We're going to bring her back out. Now this guitar we have already adjusted the neck with the old strings so you don't burn up your new strings adjusting the neck. But the neck is adjusted. The height of the string off the first fret is correct. We've checked that. The nut is correct. We like where it all sits. So the neck's adjusted, the fretboard is not dry. We're ready to start dressing frets. So we're going to get out our tape. Okay, and there's enough grooving there to warrant the fret file, the heavier file. I make this myself. I prefer using tools like this as opposed to the store-bought stuff, although I do have that around as well, some of it, but I like my own tools. So, we don't want to take this down, really. We just want to get the grooves out. We want to come in from at a little bit of an angle to maintain the crown. Don't have to press real hard, just get the grooves out, and we're just about there. Then a couple kind of across the top, doing the same roll back and forth. I use emery boards. Of course, you can use something like that if you like. We want to get those mill marks out. So this is finer. And again, you don't have to press too hard. If you press too hard, it'll knock all the stuff off of your emery board. Then come in from the sides. Get the oxidation, dead skin cells, smegma, all that. We want it really clean when we get done. Okay, now a couple of all the way across strokes. Then we're going to take 4/0 steel wool and we're going to polish. Knock that off just a little bit. All the way across. I know you're not seeing that real well from that camera angle, but and then the last few all the way back and forth and you're done. That's a beautiful looking fret right there. Okay, we're going to set up the reverse angle there so you can see this. Now I've already done this fret, but I'm going to do it again very lightly. First the heavy file, and you're going to come in from the sides a bit to maintain your crown. You don't want to just keep coming in flat, or it'll take it down, but it'll just be flat. And then a couple right across the top, kind of rolling. Okay. Then we're going to get any of those mill marks, and that's a very fine file, so there's not much there at all. But we're going to use the emery board to get those out. Good thing about the emery board is that it's flexible and it sort of rounds around the fret like almost like a crowning tool. That's nice and smooth. We're going to get any smegma, I call it, skin cells, all that, body parts, dirt off of that fret, oxidation, nice and clean. Okay, a couple of all the way across, make it nice and smooth. Then come in with the 4/0 steel wool from the sides for sure, and then up the whole fret and across the top. Make sure you go all the way out to the ends, and that's what it looks like from that side of the world. Okay. Ooh, that's nice. So we're going to move our tape up to 2 we're going to do another one. Here's where the fret rocker comes in. You need to simulate a little bit of string tension on the guitar, or these may appear to be high when they're not. So we're going to lift up, and then we're going to check it with our rocker all the way across, bunch of places, especially where the strings will sit. This one feels real good, looks real good. Okay, so it doesn't need to come down any, but there is a little bit of grooving. So back to the heavier file, coming in from the sides. Don't have to press real hard. Take a little off the other side, and we want to get the entire fret. You can see it. If you've got the right light, you can see where you've been. You can target high spots. Like I said, there's just a little bit of groove right there still. So we can kind of target that spot. And it's just about gone, really close. When it gets to that almost gone, you can finish it up with the emery board, and then you don't run the risk of taking it down too low. If you take it down too low, you're screwed. Then you got to fight it to raise it back up. Be real careful. First few times, just take your time. It'll be fine. Okay, so we've gotten rid of the mill marks, nice and smooth on top. Now we're going to come in from the side, get rid of any oxidation or leftover body parts, cheeseburgers, beer cans. Okay, a couple of broad strokes all the way across to the 4/0. Bingo. This one's looking good too. Nice and polished. Beautiful. That's what we want. Okay. Do that all the way down. Take your time. Put that pressure on it. Most of the pressure, most of the relief is going to be right in here. So that's the point where you need to press down maybe a hair more. Then you can look at the guitar. Look from the breech, look down the barrel from the neck in, and make sure that you're still where you were when you started the process. Do one of these, help it out a little bit if you've just adjusted the neck. Now I know that there's a high fret right there. Okay, so we're going to do that all the way out. Okay, now we've gotten up to a place where we have a little bit of a high fret. Hear that rock? Up to this point we've been good. And we're going to move forward, check this one too, to make sure that this one's not high as well, and it's not. So we're going to take this guy down a little bit and get rid of that rock. All the way across. It was a pretty even rock that we had there. Now it doesn't take a whole lot. Make sure you get your ends. One thing that can help too when you're first starting out is use a Sharpie, mark it black all the way across, and then you can see where you've been and where you're going. Actually, let's check that and see what happened. Need a hair more there. Edges are good. We're just a little bit more there right in here, and you can target that. And that's how you keep them all really nice and level. I bet you that's enough right there. I'm going to go back, try them again. Got it. Okay, and that's it. And now I'm even moving forward just to see what's coming. Did we create a problem one fret up? No, we did not. Be careful of that too. Back with the emery board. Up on the fret a little bit. Okay, back with the emery board on the sides. A little bit more than that, obviously. Then you're going to polish with your 4/0 steel wool all the way down. When you get down here to the end, put something over the guitar. It's a little trickier when the neck meets the body. Yes, indeed. So put something on the guitar. Put a piece of cloth down or a piece of leather or something. And then you have to be a little bit more ginger and work it closer from the sides. Okay, and now we're going to give you a closer look at the finished product as compared to what you saw before. 1, 2 are done. C3 is not. But they're nice. They're ready to go. That's as good as it gets. Alright, thanks. The close-up. Fret leveling and dressing. That's how it's done. After this, we'll do the lemon oil. We'll spray it up with lemon oil. Brush it in real good with a clean toothbrush. Let it soak for a little while. Wipe it off, restring this bad boy, and we'll be in a really happy place. Thanks for watching. GIGSANDGUITARS.com.
Might have been things I missed, but don't be unkind. It doesn't mean that I'm blind. Perhaps there's a thing or two I think of lying in bed I shouldn't have said, but there it is. You see, it's all clear. You were meant to be